Well, my dad is the cook in the house, and so I have a lot of memories of helping him cooking, helping him shop for the ingredients to cook, and Saturday mornings were especially exciting because I would go to the grocery store with him, and he always was an avid coupon clipper. So, you know, even though I knew that it wasn't going to be a grocery shopping experience where I get to pick everything that I wanted because everything was dictated about what coupons he had for plus whatever meal he was making. But I still, even though I knew that, I still enjoyed going and you know, I'd still test them and try them to pick out cereals and stuff that I liked. But yeah, it was just kind of like a bonding experience, I think, that I had with my dad. And I'd stand on the end of the cart, and he would just, you know, push me. And I remember after, you know, he would kind of teach me that, like, the lessons of shopping smart and stuff. And so at the end, you know, it would always be this big anticipation as far as what the final bill would be and how much we saved through the coupons. And so, and it's funny now as I do my own shopping and my own cooking, you know, we always used to pick at my dad for his coupon clippings and stuff, but I don't use coupons now, but I shop very smart. So I look at what's on sale and everything, and I kind of make my decisions based off that and buy not the brand name, but the store name. And you know, as a kid, you want the name brand stuff. And so he'd always pick the non-name brand things, and me and my brother would make fun of them. And be like, hey, you know, all the other kids have Oreos, and we get the, you know, the no-name brand cookies. So it's funny because now I see a lot of that kind of in myself as I'm shopping and cooking my own. But and then just bringing in taking the grocery cart to the car, and he'd take a running start and like, you know, run me through, and it was just a fun experience. And then the weekends were always big weekends for him to cook. So, you know, the house, you know, as I'm going in and out of doing my own activities, it's always comforting, like coming into the house because he's always cooking. So the smell just brings back lots of memories. And when I go home now, it just feels so comforting because it kind of brings back all those memories of being a child and, you know, having my dad cook. And when I went off to school, you know, that was kind of, you know, hard because I didn't have my dad's cooking. So he would sometimes make big batches of stuff and freeze them for me and send them off with me to college so I could still kind of have his home cooking. And I'd come home on the weekends for laundry and for his home meals. But and he grew a garden, so he did a lot of cooking with, you know, incorporating the stuff that he grew. And I remember him making, you know, rhubarb pie and stuff that I had no clue what you made with, but he would, you know, he would grow some weird things that I just thought, why would you grow that stuff? Because, like, what do you make with it? But and so that was fun because we would start with planting seeds and watching it grow and keeping care of it, and then you know, getting to see it being used for. Oh,
that's so nice. Yeah. So do you go grocery shopping with him now when you go home?
Yeah, I do, because I kind of feel like it. Yeah, he'll be like, well, I'm going to go to the grocery store, and I said, well, what time are you going to go? You know, I'll come along. Yeah. If it's in the morning, he always gets up early and he does his thing. So, you know, I tend to maybe alter my schedule a little bit just to spend a little bit of time with him, because it kind of reminds me a little bit of when we were younger.
Did he have a thing that he loved to cook, or that you loved it when he cooked it?
Yeah, there's definitely some things that I've really enjoyed his recipes, and I now have them. And and there's a couple that I haven't gotten yet that I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to get those. You know, so I have them. Because a lot of them, you know, he has in his head too. He's the kind of cook who he'll just work with whatever he has in the cupboards and in his freezer and stuff. And so, you know, I've tried to simulate it, but it's kind of because he just kind of pulls together stuff.
Is that how you cook too, or do you cook more by recipe?
You know, I was very by the book, but I feel like as I'm getting more like adventurous, I'm just kind of doing my own thing a little bit, which is a little uncomfortable in the beginning, but now I really feel like, oh, okay, this is how you do this. And this is why he does this, because it's easier not to have to be like so exact with
Yes.
But yeah.
Did you say too that he would pack your lunch?
Yes. Yeah. I was a packer, so
I was too.
From kindergarten or whatever. He always packed my lunch, and all through through high school, he would pack my lunch. And I was a runner, and I played soccer, so I was in school sports, and he would often write little like messages, empowering messages on my brown bag, and sometimes they'd be embarrassing. So I remember like folding them over, walking to the lunchroom or whatever, just because I didn't want people seeing them. But not that anybody was really paying. It's just my own being insecure about whatever he wrote on there that was goofy. But he's just kind of quirky and weird. And, all my friends find him funny, but I kind of embarrassed. I was embarrassed by him. So, even though I was kind of embarrassed, like knowing how my friends reacted to my father because they thought he was funny, I would show them and I would be kind of proud of him. So, and as a result of that too, now I pack my lunch still just because it's just, I don't know, it's ingrained in
what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he did, so that's what you do. That's wonderful. Yeah. So if you could cook with your dad sometimes now? Yeah,
I will, I'll help him with stuff. He... sometimes he just likes to do his own thing and just be in there, and I don't know. I get the sense he doesn't need the help because he just, he's on his own, timeline with how everything's supposed to go in order. But especially for the big holiday meals, when I am home, I'll help out and peel potatoes and do an entire side dish while he's working on something else. So it's good because and then I can kind of see, once again, be reminded of how he operates and kind of remember some of the recipes that he's working on.
So. Oh, well, that's just so great.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's so